for tuning into my channel. My name is Shireen and welcome to Shireen's Art Corner. I just wanted to talk about today water marbling. I was at the Dollar Tree and I saw this water marbling kit by Jot, and it comes with 6 colors and of course only for $1. So I had to give it a try because I do have these Marabou Easy Marble water marbling paints, and I've also used the tester enamel paints before for water marbling, so I thought it'd be a really good idea to give these a try and see how well they work. So basically you get these tubes. I shook them really well, and you do have to cut the top off of the tips here. And basically what I found is if you just take it and not do drops but just do strips of swirls like this, the color really disperses much better on top of the water. And again, the water here is just regular tap water in a baking dish, so nothing fancy here. I'm gonna use the green again, do some strips here, and get a really nice cool design. I think the less you mix them, the more intense the color is. So on this one I'm not gonna try to move the colors around too much, just to see how intense the colors actually can be. And I'm just going to add a little bit of white. Okay. So you can see I've done a couple of them a little earlier. They turned out nice. The colors are not as intense as I had hoped for them to be, and that's why I don't want to move them around too much. So we're going to use just a skewer and just move these around ever so gently, just to kind of get a nice design, but I don't want to ruin the intensity of the colors, so I'm just going to move them around slightly. Okay, once I have that, right now I just have a piece of watercolor paper. What you want to do is just drop it on top of the water and just tap, make sure that the paper is in contact with the water, and just give it a little shake. Oh wow, that one came out really nice. So you'll see some water and stuff dripping, but for the most part the design will stay. So compared to this one where I moved the paint a lot, this one is much more intense, so that one turned out really nice. You can see where there was a blob of paint, it came out that way. What you can do is just take a piece of tissue paper and just kind of blot it out, just so it's not so dark in that area. But let's try one more with the other colors. So to clean this, what I found is if you take a piece of tissue paper and just drop it in here, you actually get some really cool tissue paper water marble design, and you can use that you know, once it dries up in gift wrap or in your art projects. So I think that's pretty cool, and you can leave that to dry as well. I need a couple more pieces of tissue here just to get a nice design. I'm going to swirl this around, put this back in here. I don't know if you could see, but you have a nice little marbling design there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to dry and take this out. Okay, so now I'm going to try the red and see if I can get just as intense of a color. I think that green wants to stay, so again, just a string like that. As you can see, it starts moving around by itself, which is really nice, because I'd already moved the water. And add the yellow. I think I'm going to add a little bit of the blue in here, just to give it a pop on color. Okay. Again, I'm just going to move this around, just gently try to move it into the center here, and do a little There, yeah, like that. Now, depending on where you like the design, you just want to drop the paper in, tap it on the edges, and shake it up. And wow, I think that one even turned out nice. Where there was a bubble in the water, see the paint didn't contact well in that area. I'm just gonna pick up some of that paint, put it in here. But okay, so I think, I'm gonna give this a thumbs up for $1 to get this kind of vibrancy and color. And you know, you could use these on projects, make a card out of it. I think it turned out really nice. And again, with the tissue paper, I don't know if you can see, you have a really nice marbling design there that could be used on projects as well. So thank you for joining me. Again, this is the Jot marbling kit from the Dollar Tree. I highly recommend it. There's a lot of paint in here. Just to show you in contrast, this is marbling that I did on canvas using the Easy Marble from Marabou. So here's a couple of those, and then here's some other ones that I did with the Marabou Easy Marble. I don't have any examples of the testers right now. The couple paintings that I did have I sold, so I don't have anything to show